Lightning danced across the sky, and the thunder cracked, piercing the silence of the late hour. It was a wet and rainy night, not unusual for a town like this. I had just finished up the paperwork for my last case and was just about ready to go home. Just as I was about to stand up from my desk chair, she walked into my office. She was as tall as she was beautiful. Even though she was wearing a long black leather coat, I could tell she had the kind of curves that'd give a man a heart attack if he stared too long. Wasting no time, she approached my desk. Before I could say anything to her, she began giving me her statement. I listened intently while writing down every word. She went on to tell me her estranged husband was found dead in his apartment with a gunshot to his head. She was the one who found the body. Police claim that it was a suicide, but there's no evidence to support the claim. If I was going to look into this case, I needed to know everything I could about her late husband. What kind of a person was he? She told me her husband frequented a club downtown, a club that was known for being second home to Chicago's lowest of the lowlifes. As soon as I walked in, I could tell the place was a cesspool of two-bit thugs, footballers, and ladies of the evening. I spotted a couple sitting at a small table on the other side of the room. I got closer and took a seat at the bar. Just as I was getting comfortable, the man approached me. He was cordial and friendly, but I wasn't going to let my guard up. Not in a seedy place like this one. The man took a seat next to me. To my surprise, he already knew why I was there. He knew I was investigating the death of John Friedman. Before I got a chance to ask any questions, telling him began volunteering information. I wrote down every piece of information he was giving me. Telling me about John Friedman was having an affair with a woman none other than the woman at the table. I noticed a gentleman reach into his inside jacket pocket, pulled out a gun. I was left with no choice. I pulled my weapon and shot him dead in the chest. After that, there didn't seem like much reason to continue my investigation. I returned to my office to tell the widow Friedman what had occurred. As I approached my door, I could hear her on the phone with someone. I wasn't sure who, but she immediately hung up as I was stepping through the door. Turning towards me, she smiled, thanked me for my help. Slipping her coat back on, she leaves my office, not saying another word. I began pacing back and forth in my office, trying to wrap my head around everything that had taken place that evening. I poured myself a drink and thought to myself, John Friedman was a dead man, found by his wife. Another gentleman accuses of John sleeping with their wife. That's it, I thought to myself. A couple at the club. The gentleman suspected his wife was sleeping around with John, but that's what she wanted him to believe. She knew he would fly off into a jealous rage and go after John. Friedman's wife came to me for help, pointing me in the club's direction. She must have known the gentleman would rather die than see the inside of a prison cell. It finally hit me. John wasn't sleeping around with his wife. His wife was. She had been having an affair with the young woman at the club. They wanted the gentleman to eliminate John Friedman, and then recruited me, knowing my investigation would lead to John's murderer, thus eliminating both husbands from the equation. Of course, unfortunately for me, there's no way of proving my theory. This is just another case of a dangerous woman.